I'm sorry, I was on mute. Of course. Of course, of course. Happy Saturn's Day. Might as well start the stream on mute for 5 fucking minutes, right? Thanks for saying so, Alex. Hi, Angel Fishy. How's it going, sweetie? I can't hear a thing. I love you. Big hugs. The sound is not working for me. I'll try to reload. I think I'm good, guys. I think it was me. It was me. It's good now? Come on, I haven't started a... The sound is on? Yes! Come on, I haven't started a live stream on mute in like at least 2 months. Right, Bridget? If you're having a weird day later, just think to yourself, at least I didn't start a stream on mute. Right? Or just like, oh, I'm gonna do like Michelle, I'm gonna do like Genevieve. I'm just gonna put myself on mute. Right? Oh, push on the mute button. I love Angel Ann Anderson too. Triple A's. Gosh. Shit only happens to me. Oh, I pulled to the humor. Oh my gosh. Let's bring up, yeah, some humor. All right. And this is what had fallen earlier. I'm just, oh, of course she's upside down. Upside down, you're turning me round and round. Transformation is beautiful. Who wants to second that emotion today? Transformation is beautiful. Oh, yeah. So beautiful. It's the 29th. 2 and 9 is 11. Hey, Tom. How's it going? Just from the sky. He's okay. I'm going to leave it at that. I started the stream on mute, Tom. That's how I'm going. I started the stream on mute. It's been a heck of a week. I forget where. Oh, there they are. Oh my gosh. Joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when butterfly spirit flutters before you. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self. Indeed, you do go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. And even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously, find the humor, right? Choose to be playful, loving, and joyous. You will know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is a day for joy, so alight. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere, in everyone. I'm going to read the protection message. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. And when you resist it, you create the tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons as nature dictates. You're being faced with a choice right now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss. Or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. Surrender will soften you. Oh, yeah. Surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to tuning in to the infinite potential available to you right now. Butterfly Spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering, so let go and trust that it is there for you. Alex, it's a good thing you didn't talk for a half an hour on mute. Oh, I don't think it would make much of a difference. It'd probably be more interesting, to be honest, eh, Alex? Yeah, it's been a crazy week. The energy is super intense. Crown activate. Yeah. Alex says, oh, Tom, I lost my crown somewhere. Now I'm just a Baron. Snoopy and the Red Baron. Oh, that's funny, Alex. Good one. Thank you. Yeah, it's not just the crown. Like, it's everything, Tom. If it was just one spot, it'd be much easier to, you know, anchor in. Actually going through a lot of nausea today, so yeah. Yeah, I'm guided to just show up, so I don't really personally have anything to say. So I'm guided to just show up, have the stream open. So if anybody specifically wants a card, just let me know. And if anybody has anything that they feel needs to be anchored in and known on some level, please feel free to share. Me to flow how me flow and me not even know. Hey, the revealing unknown. I feel awesome. It's just passing through. Thank you. How's your day? $28, broken open. That flows, eh? Looks like it's coming out right there. Whoosh. Right on. Enjoy. If you're still on vacation, work for a week. That's awesome. I was just speaking to my lady next door, and she's coming out of her week of vacation, and she's really refreshed. I wish the same for you. She stayed home and just like focused on little things and just making herself happy, and she's really emanating grace. So I wish you the same. Yeah, broken open, juice from the sky. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that I really do at some point, the body can only keep sustaining a certain amount. I keep thinking, and then it's like more. Right on. That's awesome. Hey, Show Me Sasquatch, how's it going? Juice, you live and kicking? Oh man, Juice from the Sky writes, hey Rev, I ain't seen Rev. Anybody sees John anywhere in comments or videos, please, I need a Rev. Uh, John, Revelator, check in. Big time. Everything that he ever wrote is gone private and disappeared. And me knows because all of my playlists have Revelator in them and all his videos are gone. And we don't have a check-in right now. Right on. Broken open. The gift of grief. Being shattered as a result of loss and the potential inherent in failure. There are situations in life when you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. It is not the pain or loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. Not even the story of what happened. The details surrounding what brought you to your knees is as important as what results from the experience. Can you see that this situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have even great capacity for love, compassion, and empathy and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. And the only way forward is to move through it without resistance and manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unseen forces, because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. If you do fall prey to self-absorption or self-pity, it will just make it harder to get to the next gradual phase, leading to relief. Yet even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is in accepting who you've become as a consequence of integrating all this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than you were. This wisdom comes at a high price, but the value of your experience and moving through and to the other side is unsurpassed. Love the you that is the result of being broken open by life's challenges and lessons. Yeah. Crack the eggs. Broken open. Show me Sasquatch. Every day is a good day. Positive flow as I go. Ego is fading. And won't let it focus again. Thanks for writing that, Mark. I resonate with that. That's it, Is the step by step and the abandoning of certain things that they can't come back. And that's why we can't rewire ourselves after you've seen and after you know something. You can't rewire yourself to not know it anymore. And that's why the inner actions as above, so below with everyone, everywhere is so different. And, just it can't be bypassed that someone who felt good 2 days ago doesn't feel good anymore. It's just real. And that's it, right? Oh, Mother Goddess, me loves you. I was just looking at your stuff. I want you to know that I am not able to always go into your vids and I don't comment, but every single thing you put up, I have an awareness of and a gratitude beyond what I can just go right. Thanks for commenting because it's 11:22 and my energy, I was just loving you earlier when I was going through my feed. And I'm going to say that for others as well. You wrote something, SMS, in the comments this morning where, you thanked me for being an open book, and whether I know it or not, you are part of the library at all times. And I want to amplify that statement for myself. I can't be in all videos. I can't barely watch anything. But it's not because my people don't resonate with me. It's because it's already not the way that I am to use the screen to look at or to listen. So more and more I'm looking at certain things less and less, but as they pass through my feed, the energy that I put forth of exchange, I ask for it to be felt on a higher level and not, it doesn't have to be comments to feel. that I'm still passing through. You will, if you are of that open connection of yourself within, you'll know that I've passed through. And I know that you know, Mother Goddess, because you're here right now. So even when we don't know, we already know. Okay? Thank you so much for commenting. I am the same, Mother Goddess says. I watch many and comment only on a few. Now I'm the opposite. I don't watch much content. I never have, and I never will. But I am solid with those that I anchor and that I love. It doesn't matter if you never see me again in your stuff, and if you never post again, and if we never even talk again or never connect again, we are still connected. If we've seen each other, if we found our energy signatures, that can't go away, even if YouTube never works again, and even everything. And like, it's so multi-layered that for myself, because I've been doing this in the specific way of I'm a mama bear, putting myself out there to be found and putting myself everywhere to be seen, I can actually feel people from 10, 15 years ago from my Facebook platform, thinking about me and connecting with me in the now, even if I have no clue where they're at and all of that. I have specific people who are of ley lines in the States that I can feel right now where they're at in their journey, even if I don't have a check-in. And that's why when I said earlier, I'm looking for John Revelator, because I can have a check-in within without seeing anything. And I need a validation, and that's rare for me. I can find the validation within on a certain level. So aw, juice, that's not good. It's 4:20 here, but I'm out of weed, damn it. How did you go and run out of weed, dude? Yeah, show me Sasquatch. Some things are better left unsaid. I'm really realizing that a lot these days, of just, there's no point in trying to have people, remember or do anything. I just fucking don't even care about certain things anymore at all. It's just, I've been broken open of even whatever. Right now, my focus is just on making sure that, people feel safe and have somewhere inside of them that feels anchored. And that's it. Yeah, SMS. I tend to rub others the wrong way, and I've been working on that. Yeah. It's more than words. It's like that time where I said to you, I was watching, and then you said something, and then like I told you, it hurt. And like how you said, like, but I'm not poking at anybody. I was just saying that in general, and and me saying to you how I felt made it that there's nothing inside of you that I hope doesn't feel like that I hold back, right? So that moment when I said that, it was just so that I wasn't part of the way we feel everything. So if me is watching you and then not watching you anymore because I'm like feeling something, saying it takes the feeling away. Does that make sense? So it's empowering for me to say exactly how I feel, because it's not a judgment, it's just how I feel, but then it takes the feeling away. I don't know if that makes sense the way I'm saying it. I'm really shaky right now. Hi Nova Nova, he loves you. And a lot of you, Mark, SMS, you are like me, of that you're a natural trigger that is of this world in order to help other people like wake up and see things and feel things. And the way that we were in our lifetime is not as it doesn't empower us anymore to feel and act the same way. So what does that mean is what got me to these times, and what kept me, sane, and what kept me anchored is being like an indigo warrior mindset. And for like months, and especially the last year, every single thing is to empower me to be softer, not harder. So, meaning, and I did this last week in a stream, I deleted it. I can't put down one to empower another. How does one not bully a bully, for example, like when we were going through the timelines in the winter? How do we stay empowered and empower everyone without disempowering even the most yuckiest person, so that the yucky person still feels safe on a certain level without feeling the same projections as a third dimensional ego projection, but from a higher perspective of not accepting certain things and stuff. Yes, exactly. Time is short, so living in the moment will increase its longevity. Hi, Drawler. How's it going? How's your week? Mother Goddess, we are eternal beings, yes. And time is a spiral creation, yes. Yeah. Just don't get caught in the downward spiral. Appreciate and elevate, says SMS. Exactly. And that's the thing is the spiral of the loops of a collective that is not anchoring in timelines, will have its moment. So that thing inside of certain things, as above, so below, can only continue to ripple effect in a certain spiral the way that it is. So, you know, that's it. Nova, I was learning, I can't say that word very well, nihilism. Is it, I don't know, it's not a word I say out loud. Nihilism? I don't know. Earlier, to help me better understand a friend of mine. That's beautiful, Nova. I love the way you write that. And learning about something that someone else thinks, or how they're, yeah, I completely resonate with that. That's why I'm of all tribe frequency and vibrations, and just I have zero judgment of any kind of anything. So I enjoy learning about anything. And that's why throughout my journey, like, I have so many connections, and like pure and true, throughout all, right? So that that tribe vibe of the blood over intent, and all of it, everything I resonate with and ready to learn about and empower others and myself through what I know. And I've assimilated a lot of things that other people have taught me or that I've learned about throughout my journey. We're all mirror reflections of each other, and when someone and something resonates with us, we can take a little part of it, just enough to empower without completely grabbing everything, right? Thank you, Nova. I accept that hug. I'm grabbing it. Thanks, SMS. Aw, thank you, Drawler. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, SMS. Missing just a simple hug. Yeah, we take the smallest things for granted. Yeah. I, for myself, I haven't, I don't allow and I don't manifest touch a certain way because I don't take anything for granted. So yeah, the missing and the knowing at this point how our bodies are being broken open and in complete like just transformation all the time. How a simple hug would be empowering of, you know, when people are like really strong healers, how if we had that connection to be able, so when we send the virtual hugs to be able to empower ourselves with that, but when we're able to amp that up, take it when you can, right? Grab it. Nova, your card was a bear, and I've been getting hard California sinks. The California sinks are through the roof, Nova. Yes, exactly. California has a bear on their flag. The only reason I'm not wearing my California shirt right now is because I just can't, it's not the colors that I need on the texture that I need on my body. The California sinks this week for myself through the roof, to the point where going back to Cali is one of the songs inside of me. And me, for myself, I'm not guided to go to Cali. I just anchor a lot of people and a lot of land there. So for me, the line in going back to Cali, and I'm sitting there going, huh, I don't think so, because I'm not going back there. I've never been there in this avatar. I'm not meant to be there in this avatar, even if, you know, I've been asked since ever. Know thyself, to thy own self be true. I'm not supposed to be on that ley line, but I anchor it. Yeah, SMS. The worst thing for me is when you really like someone and everything that comes out of their mouth is shit. And what I'm going to say about that is I'm going to rewire that to what it actually is when you're in your frequency, SMS, and someone else isn't speaking from their highest elevated self. So what they're saying to you, whether it's written down in a comment or whatever interaction or face to face, isn't what they're actually thinking and what they're actually feeling. So it's shit coming at us all the time. All the time. When we don't manifest and have people in our reality and our exterior that are on the same, just saying the truth at all times. So the truth at all times, believe me, it affects your body as above, so below. It takes fucking balls of steel, and you just flow with it at all times. It doesn't matter if you feel like fucking like the biggest fucking idiot on the planet, me, right? How just, it's the truth that must come out of me. You make me feel this, even if I never even spoke to somebody before, saying the truth. And what people choose to exchange or not, you know, we can't help accelerate that in anyone, right, SMS? So at this point, the only thing I would say to be able to anchor in to a reality that even feels sane, because when we're putting out certain stuff all the time and not receiving it back, it's overwhelming. So when you feel like there is someone or anyone that you could speak to, reach out to them, right? Saw you on, had to stop by. Appreciate y'all. Shalom. Cool. Thanks for the stuff that you put through, Mark. I appreciate it. Have a beautiful day. No, Nova, I completely forgot about it. I'm not able to even like sustain watching anything. But I did forget about it. I'll check it out if I can, Nova. did I get to see the movie. I had a friend that really wants me to visit them in California. When you know that you want to go, you're going to be there, baby girl. You can't wait to hear about Nova. Nova goes to Florida. Florida. Boom. I said Florida because I saw SS. Gary's here. Yeah. Little Nova goes to California. Oh, shit. It's not said nihilism. It's nihilism. Oops. That's how to say nihilism, like the river in Egypt. See, that's my French coming out, where I look at a word and I pronounce it the way that it feels, not the way that it's meant to be said. Boom, Mother Goddess says, I'm in California. Boom, sink. You lived there all your life? Right on. Hey, how's it going? I forget which book. I don't know. I'm not quite finished. The colors of your name, Gary. I forget where the book is. I'm doing Melissa T right now. I'm not able to sustain doing colors for hours and hours. I have to get back to the black and white. It's just how I am right now. I forget if it's this book. So I'm going to do colors randomly instead of putting myself in that feeling of doing it and the colors don't feel good. The lines of my drawings are really, like, it's a third eye thing. You get big time, right? So you're trying to quit smoking right now, Drawler? Awesome. Don't try, do it. If you're there, you're not trying, you're doing it, right? Just those words is different. It's more empowering to say I have quit smoking or I am quitting smoking than I'm trying. And if you don't be hard on yourself. Do what you can, a little bit at a time. Less is more. I can't find you, Gary. Not meant to be. Not gonna get to see it till it's done. It's thundering rain clouds for you in Texas right now. Did you get a lot of winds this week, Nova? Yeah, I know. That's the movie has a dragon in it. Fun fact. So I thought you would like it. Yeah. And I love that you bring it back into my reality so that I don't forget it, Nova, because that's the thing is once something's brought into my reality, and then when I'm reminded of it or when it syncs up again is that second or third thing. For me, things are in threes. So I can see a video pop up. I won't look at it. But then when it comes back is like, okay, you're meant to. And it's one of the ways that I test myself of just not going to watch anything to distract or to just not to always be where I'm meant to be and focus my attention where I'm meant to is I don't just press play on everything that I could want to watch. I wait to see what's really needed in my reality. So that's helped me for years of in 2019 when I really realized what the fuck, like I support way too many people and I'm listening to so many people that I can't see the fucking forest for the trees of what everybody's talking about and what everybody's putting out.
I hope you don't mind if I kidnap your cat.
And Milky Way had done that back at a certain timeline. It's in my what's it called? It's in my emails, and I was flipping through my emails. Okay. And that was one of the things that Milky had said to me in the months before he passed, transitioned, is that, you know, he was only focusing attention in certain spots, really realizing to what point we give our power away. As soon as we press on anything to look at it or to listen to it, we have made a choice. We've made a choice. And so once we anchor in to be watching or listening to certain things, you know, so choice. Thank you, SS. Exactly. Exactly what I said, eh? Drawler, you do or you do not. There is no try. Isn't that like the little dude from Star Wars, Yoda or something? And that's it. It's a duck or it's not a duck. At this point, If you're thinking about anything and worried about stuff or overanalyzing, it's a duck or it's not a duck. You either love someone or you don't on a certain way. You either want to talk to somebody or you don't. You either gonna focus energy somewhere or you're not. So the whole in between of thinking of stuff is exactly what is making all of the broken open linger spiral feeling for the whole collective, is that people aren't making certain choices. They're continuing the ripple effect of thinking about something instead of acting on something. So if anyone who's sitting around and thinks of anybody and then doesn't make contact with that person, because if you think of somebody more than 3 times a day or 4 times a day or 10 times a day, or if you're thinking of somebody all fucking day but you're not making contact with that person, that's lingering timelines everywhere, right? It's lingering timelines just hanging in the air because the action and the connections aren't being made. So thoughts are things. If you're thinking about somebody and can't do the action, then learn to train your mind to fucking focus on what you got in front of you in your life instead of thinking about other things and other people. Aw, I love you, Nova. I have a whole bunch of sketchbooks. Maybe one day I could send you some for you and Lily. I dream of the day, Nova, where we're just sitting there and tossing our sketchbooks to each other and just like giggling about certain things. That's of everybody in my reality I've ever found through my YouTube world. Me's gonna hug you someday, Nova. Yeah, thank you. Did you share that movie here, Nova? Please, there it is. And if ever you can think about it, if you want to just re-put it in the comments later on, if this live stream uploads, that'd be great. Just because I've talked about it so much now that I'll try to think about it too. Any movie with a dragon could help empower others right now, right? How are you, Road Trip Eddie? Nice to see you, dude. It's a beautiful day for you? Good. Hope the same for everyone. Yeah, so I do want to say as well, and just put it out there, that the way that my screen is, I don't have the timestamp, I don't have your guys' thumbnails, and I don't know how to go in anymore the way that my screen is to give anyone else the wrench. So that's just how the screen is for right now. Thank you, Mother Goddess. Exactly. Every single thought, not just the ones that we want or not want. It doesn't matter. There's no judgment. There's no right or wrong, but every single thought is a thing. Creates a sliver that is picked up by others. And by my live streams, sustained, left out there, it's proved on a certain level to what point we're connected, like with keeping 4 hours, 6 hours, and it's all right there. That's just the thing. So grabbing on to the fact that woohoo, we're connected because we think the same songs and we think that and we all of that, but then you must take accountability and responsibility for yourself to realize all the other fucking thoughts that you wouldn't want or you don't even want to be thinking yourself are also just right there. And they're floating around, and that's what all the floating around thoughts right now is what's making it that we're not just, anchoring in timelines and going through, because there's just a lot of thoughts without any concrete knowing. Just know. You don't get to think about stuff for hours and hours and days and weeks and months anymore without anybody realizing it. It's all out there. Are you okay, SS? Have you had an okay week, dude? Yeah, if I'm missing comments, I'm sorry, eh? You watched the movie yourself last week with someone. We both watched it. I streamed it through Discord. That's how we saw it together. The movie is called Spirited Away. Thank you. Beautiful art in it. Yeah. I remember when you had shared it. It's just that it... There's that snake, guys. The shedding. Time to heal. Broken open. Butterfly spirit. Oh, I love that you write that, SS. Thank you. That's important. Thank you, Gary. I think about a lot of things, but I can also keep a quiet mind. Thank you. I don't know how to pull that in. Maybe I don't know how. I'm gonna just take a second to be able to pull that through, but that's the thing. There's such a difference between just thinking fucking random thoughts and having no fucking clue, than being empowered to know what your thoughts are and to have a quiet mind that doesn't bombard or hurt others, Gary. For real. So because it's you that wrote that, and because it's you I've had timelines with ever since we found each other in the Milky Way, I call it the Milky Way wave, where, you know, in that, in October, November 2019, we found each other, Milky Way, and just so many that now, like, that's been almost a year and a half. So all the connections that I have with people, exactly, the truth is in plain sight. I know exactly who, what, it can be empowered, like the accountability for thoughts. And then the knowing that, you know, you could sit there and think about me all day, SS, and in the ways that you do, you empower me, right? And my daughters, right? So a solid masculine rising that goes through and thinks and empowers three women, three feminine from fucking Florida without ever having been in our reality, and we've never even connected one-on-one in the background yet, except for emails, right, SS? So we've never had a face-to-face conversation or a vocal one, but you fully support and anchor the three of us in ways that, you know, for me, even if it's not real, SS is the guy next door that's nice to me, for real, except he's in like Florida. So in my reality, I don't have a lot of people that, you know, I connect with. Well, in Florida, I have an empowered masculine who, whenever he thinks about me and my children, is so, and whenever you do, you know, even when you have your chaotic moments where you feel lost, where you feel things, the connection and exchange of energy always stays like this. It's beautiful that you're the one that chose to wrote that as well, SS, because anybody could go look in the comments or watch vids or, you know, live streams and know that you and I have actually taken the steps that every time we comment stuff that anyone else would have brought it into a drama scenario or would have never talked to each other again, or would have stopped talking because me not like what he said, me not like what she said. How we have sustained and worked through all the stuff that we weren't sure what we said. or that we were sure of what we said, but like I can see you in Florida sometimes writing a beautiful comment, and then I went fucking ninja, right? Fucking ninja on your fucking ass. What I'm saying, I'm not mean, and I'm not cruel, and I'm not whatever, but I've gone ninja on fucking SS's ass so many times in comments that only people who don't really watch have no clue what I'm saying, because anybody else is like, yep, we seen that in comments where, you know, SS wrote something and we thought was fine, and then you went fucking like ape monkey shit because I took it a different way, or I took it in the way, and then, but the exchange of energy of always just like, fuck, Mama Bear's flipping out. I'm gonna let her calm down, and then I'm gonna go say what I want to say, or you saying what you want to say, and then, but you always come back and you always allow yourself to speak and have an exchange. It never just, oh, she's a fucking bitch, I'm gonna stop watching her, you know, all that stuff, right? Does that make sense? Yes, Mother Goddess, we are learning to create from our hearts and let the mind be more of an observer. Heart and mind working together. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Nova. I really appreciate it. I'm not watching it because I'm like, oh, look at it and I don't want to watch it. I just forgot about it. Excuse me. Nova, I'm going to go shower, then meditate. Awesome. Have a beautiful day. It says some are not ready for me, and I have to realize that when dealing with some people. Yeah. But that's okay. And that's the thing, is that when we're brought into anybody's timelines, whether they're ready, they think they're ready or not, they are, because we are where we're meant to be, and we do what we do because we've all agreed to it on a soul level. So nothing is random. If you have an interaction with anyone, whether it's just like a spider on the coming across the, you know, all of it, everything's just, it's all part of, yes, Mother Goddess. And it's so obvious now. It's like, it's visual coming down the street without even having an interaction. Energy, frequency doesn't lie. The colors of people, true colors, are everywhere. The heart scares the crap out of those who are living in fear. Yes. And those that are living in fear right now will say and do anything to hurt or to shut the fuck up somebody who is walking with their heart space. So there's so much in the background going on of, you know, people who are very strong but being bombarded and shamed in ways that, right, only those that walk a certain timeline understand what I'm saying. But there was a lot of speaking of that on a certain level yesterday in the stream of, you know, it doesn't come from exterior. It comes, it's you know. Exactly, SS. Genevieve, we really have, not just in this lifetime. Exactly. That's why when I've talked to you before, and anybody else I've ever said, you are a master builder like me, or you are a blueprinter like me, we have known each other since the beginning of time, because I have been here since before forever and a day. So I recognize my own. I don't need to see faces. I don't need to hear voices. I recognize the frequency of my own since always. And when I spoke earlier about Facebook, it's because there's people on Facebook that I saw, you know, like the first time I ever saw them, it's like, brother, don't you remember me? And like, I mean, I've been doing this for so fucking long that it's like ridiculous to still be doing it on some level of recognizing exact imprints, you know, soul signatures that have been here since forever that still don't get it today, right? Some of us are so just open that it doesn't matter if we see exactly certain things. We're talking to people in it's different worlds. So you can be seeing your anybody, and it's a bubble on the other side. They're not there yet, right? Yeah, fear is in the heart. How great is the darkness? We have to dive into the darkness to find our own light. See, I walk a middle road, and I have for a long time. So the dark and the light walk hand in hand. They're not two, right? The polarity of it to me is just, it's a whole. It's a whole. It's good. It's there is no good or bad. There is no darkness or light. It's all the same. There's on some level there's no such thing as the darkness to me, because there's always light. So the dark doesn't even exist on a certain level, because it's not dark to me, it's light. Right? So yeah, this is my path in the light now, though. Yeah. It's exactly, light is always brightest in the darkness. Hi, Emoji King. How's it going? Thank you, guys. 3 grays. I needed to see that. Gray, the beauty of gray. Yeah. He's even in the white and gray. Like, I needed that today. The beauty of gray. Gray is Mr. Jones and me, right? Gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday. I go buy myself that gray guitar and play. That line is very important. The gray. The beauty of the gray. And I know my hair might look like blonde and stuff, like through the reflections, but it's gray, it's white. It's got every other color you can imagine in there, but, you know. Yeah, I was just, you were there for a while, right on. I wasn't really looking at the comments. I was just sharing for sharing. Seen you jamming out to Metallica last night. Yeah. It was mostly about just flowing the energy through for those that needed it. Over 1 Eastern time. And the I disappear. That's important on some level. The next 72 hours are going to be radical and shocking on some level, depending on what timelines people are in. Right? So, really big. Really big. Everything that seemed one way has gone completely other directions right now. As above, so below. So, concentrate. My card, please. Yup. Assess. Ready? Lâcher prise. Kuan Yin. Let it go. I think you just wrote that earlier. Let it go. I have to let it go, or I let it go. Kuan Yin. I may not know as much about Kuan Yin personally, so if anything resonates with you, even just the Q and the Y in there is important, SS. Lâcher prise. Let it go. And this one, Saint François, écoutez votre cœur. Listen to your heart, SS. Listen to your heart. Revealing the unknown. Not gonna wear pants for 72 hours. Right on. Everybody's got their own little, what heaven on earth is, right? It's as simple as being safe in your underwear. Life is as simple as being safe in your underwear in your own fucking yard to do what you want. Good for you, dude, that you have that in your reality. You are like so fucking like there. If you feel safe in your reality in your fucking underwear to renovate, then yeah, you're living the life, dude. You're living the life. It's just that simple. You're gonna pull a third one, SS. Let it go, Kuan Yin, Saint Francois, Saint Francis. I don't know if that's a sync for you. Francis is a sync for me with Revelator, John. SS, yeah, I had to let a student go that was not ready. Well, I'm proud of you that you did it, because having a student on board anywhere in construction and stuff is not cool. You made sure to keep safety, right? It's not about if somebody's not to par, they shouldn't be there. Boom. The hummingbird, SS, is the third with the pull. You see how the three colors? I'll take a picture and send it to you. Okay? The imagery, the colors are all synced together. And in your reality, these colors right now, watch for them. Watch for them. I don't really feel I need to flow. Lâcher prise, let it go, and listen to your heart of reading that. You know what I mean? The book. But I will take the time to read the hummingbird spirit. It's the first time in a while that the hummingbird has come through in the cards. The hummingbird is 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is 7. Be here now. And yesterday, the pink, purple, and the green, and the big splashes of red is what I see as well. The red. Be on the open heart for your lady in red is what is coming through big time. Right? Be ready with your open heart for your lady in red. That's important, SS. $34. Be here now. The hummingbird's wings beat so swiftly. It can hover in seeming stillness as it drinks deeply from a flower. Hummingbird spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the eternal now, the timeless present. Be the gift. Have a good day, dude. Enjoy your vacation. Hummingbird spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the eternal now and the timeless present. Here and now, you're becoming the person you wish to be and having the experiences you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for that which you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere, and the choices can be dazzling. And Hummingbird's spirit message to you is that you have no need to go out and search for something better, for all you require and desire is before you. You will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to Spirit who loves you unconditionally and will always provide. Boom. Thank you for sharing that. SS, me needed that. The woman I love, birthday today, and she's coming for her gift, edibles. It's her birthday today, my Gemini. Beautiful. Enjoy. Enjoy, sweetie. Get a good hug. A real one. But Shiva's the guider of the enlightenment. Aw, Eddie, thanks for sharing that. The hummingbird has been trying to come into my window this morning. My orange was attracting it, I think. That's awesome. I saw the first hummingbirds last night. I was looking at the lilacs and wondering, like, first of all, I could hear the sound, the hummingbird sound, and then I was able to see them. I'm going to pull a card, a birthday card for your lady. Assess. Whatever goddess comes up. That's okay. She gets 2. I don't know if this will resonate with what you feel your lady is like, but Isis. Rebirth. 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 And beauty. Benzi 10. The B and the T. Beauty. The beauty and the rebirth. Allowing for the ugly to be beautiful as well. Be able to witness it all, not just take the fucking beauty. The beauty in the ugly is way more beautiful than the actual beautiful part, if that makes any sense at all. Empowerment, sharing. Yeah. See how even these cards, like, they still stay, like, within the flow. Rebirth. She's always in turmoil. I wish she would come back to me. I got the tones that change, and the only way back is in the allowing of the complete witness. So it's very hard for anyone to witness what needs to be said, but, you know, she's on her journey though. Yeah. You're already blessed if you have any type of interaction, and that you can be there for anything that she's ready to allow you to be, right? That's already more than a lot of other people even allow themselves to be in a timeline, and to be on the same journey even in passing, you know, sometimes of an interaction that's pure. So, patience, the allowing for the knowing that, you know, may not need to know what she's been through. May know she's been through the fire. So, you know, if there's nowhere pure when we come out of the fire, SS, there's still nowhere for us to go where we feel safe. So, anchoring that safety in is a big deal. Yeah, honey.
Can you have some leftovers?
Sure.
And put it in a bowl so I can pick it up better.
You know, I'm doing.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll just do the best I can. Okay. SS, she's a big deal to me, and for her, I'm not so much. I'm her rock, that's all. Enough about that. I understand that that's your perception, SS, but I'm here to tell you that if you can be a rock to someone, you're a much bigger deal than you give yourself credit for, and that she knows that. Because believe me, there is no rock in my reality for me to go to or speak to and even have a fucking conversation to keep me sane in this world. Me is my own rock, SS. So me is here to tell you that if you do that for anyone, there's no words for it, right? There's not. That you even allow yourself to be a rock for anyone, it's already bigger than other people even allow themselves to be, right? So proud of you. My little chewing. I am her rock. She's my mountain. I fell for her. If you fell for her, then you have faith, right? Can't be changed. Yeah, he loves your sister-in-law. Michelle has patience. Michelle has patience. She's been quadriplegic since 1973. He loves her. Bring a gentle touch. Yeah. I was blessed. My first image that I saw this morning, for real, that anchored me in was Michelle Lee Canham Free sending me a picture of Nate that was sleeping last night. And it's just his little head and his little arms, and he's like this, and he has stripes on to go to sleep. So the sync of Michelle sending me Nate with stripes, but me wake up with stripes as well, was awesome. Hi, third-eyed lion cosmic librarian. That's a tongue twister. Third eye lion cosmic librarian. Boom. Hello, hope you're doing well. This is my first time. I'm glad to just listen today. Thank you for beautiful energy you share. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. Thanks. I know you said you want to just be quiet and listen, but if I may ask just one question, where you be? Where are you approximately, where you feel like sharing in the world? Thank you. Just wondering for the ley lines of it, kind of thing. Thank you, Emoji King. Yes, Michelle is mute, but Michelle communicates beautifully in other ways. I had to learn. Thanks for writing that out, Emoji King, because communication is more than words. We've just been programmed 12:21 Eastern Time. My battery's at 33 on the 29th. We've just been programmed that we need words, because we don't. We don't. And for myself, and I know that I didn't anchor it in and harness it enough at the time, but looking back, I worked with someone who had no range of movement when I was when I was 17. So when I was 17, I was taking care of a 19-year-old, non-functional
Oh, Pepper song.
person. And, you know, the reality of what it took me years to assimilate what I knew that I knew, but I didn't know, and certain things, but of the exchange of energy of how, why, you know, I was randomly brought into his life, His mother worked with my mother, and she needed a caregiver to go to like a function that was part that my mom was going to be at. And so that's how it started, the exchange of energy that was so easy between us. That being said, I was also a teenager that wanted to do other things, and my energy was not, you know, 144% focused in the moment of being the best. Because looking back now, I realized to what point, especially by watching Squirmy and Grubs and certain people who are of timelines to be a fully functional feminine with a masculine that is not functional sometimes at all, and the power of those unions. So I realized, I think it was in 2018, I saw a picture of someone that triggered the memory of the person I was caring for, and I had the utter realization that he was the only man, he was 19 at the time, I was 17, who had ever loved me unconditionally. What does that mean? It doesn't matter if I was married after, it doesn't matter any other relationship I ever had. Those men wanted me because I was this, and because of what I could do and what I could be. Whereas he was and is, in my lifetime, the only man who's ever loved me unconditionally that knew me. But I didn't realize that at the time. You know what I mean? I was too young. I didn't see it for what it was. I gotta go. Doesn't matter what I'm flowing. Somebody needs me more.